Good evening. I'd like to call the Chino City Council to order and also the successor agency to the redevelopment agency. Welcome to the December 15th council meeting. If you'd all please stand, Mayor Pro Tem Howie is going to lead us in the flag salute.
Good evening, everybody. Let's salute our great flag. Ready? I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mr. Ballantyne, do we have any agenda additions or revisions?
Yes, Mayor. The only changes I'm recommending, I'll speak up real loud. I'm recommending one change, Mayor, and that is we're going to adjourn into closed session, but I'd recommend we do that after the council's report.
Okay, thank you. Next item on the agenda is information. We have the Economic Development Report for November. Please note the road closures that are in the report for future use. Now, under public announcements, first, I'd like to recognize Betty Stull for earning the December 2020 Mayor's Home Beautification Award. You note her picture of her house on the monitor. It's because of her hard work that Chino can continue to be a great place to live, work, and play. We want to congratulate and thank her for everything that she's done. Also, I'd like everyone to please take note of upcoming holiday hours here at City Hall. City Hall will be open from 7:30 a.m. to 12 noon on both Christmas and New Year's Eve. City Hall will then be closed the entire day on both Christmas and New Year's Day, with City Hall returning to normal operating hours on Monday, December 28th and Monday, January 4th. Additionally, although this has certainly been a challenging year, I would like to wish our entire community a safe and a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Throughout this year, the council and myself have had to face difficult decisions while navigating an uncertain environment. Despite these challenges, the Chino community always stayed strong and supportive of one another. Whether it be donating to some of our outstanding nonprofit organizations to help those in need, or making sure to shop local to support our local businesses, our community has displayed a unique resiliency and makes this entire council and city staff proud to serve you. I wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we will see you back here in 2021 and hope that it's a much better time. And lastly, the Chino Youth Christmas Winter Wonderland Spectacular was held on Saturday, December 12th. Over 700 vehicles participated in this free event that led participants through themed parking lots around Ayala Park. Themes included Candyland Lane, Nightmare Before Christmas, Santa's Workshop, and concluded at a winter wonderland where Santa was on his sleigh to have a picture taken with each vehicle. Over 30 participating groups greeted attendees, including Grand Marshal Rick Garcia from Chino Girls Fast Pitch, elected officials, commissioners, school board members, nonprofit organizations, our fire department, police department, community services program representatives, and much more. If your vehicle picture was taken, all photos will be available for viewing at cityofchino.org/Christmas by December 21st. For those that couldn't attend, here is a quick preview of a longer video to come showing each of the themed areas. Oops, we need to. Be on the lookout for social media and the city website for the full video. Only in Chino. We're not going to let COVID stop us. So next, we have public comment. This is the time and the place for the general public to address the council that do not appear elsewhere on the agenda. First, written request to speak. I'd like to call it Mr. George Sasso from the Calvary Chapel, Chino Hills. He's going to lead us in an invocation. I invite anyone who wished to join us to please stand.
Thank you, Mayor. Before I pray, I want to thank you on behalf of myself and the citizens of Chino for getting us through, as you stated, a rough 2020. Thank you. Thank the city council. Thank you, city manager, chief of police. Thank your whole staff. Thank you for getting us through a crazy year. We thank you. Thank you. Well, let's pray for the upcoming year. Lord, we come before you, and again, we thank you that you have gotten us through this year, 2020, and we ask that you continue to fill the mayor, the council, the staff, everyone in the city of Chino with your wisdom and your guidance. And Lord, we pray for the new council members coming on tonight, Lord, that you would cause them to mold in very quickly and they would be on the same page and have the same goals and vision so that much could be accomplished in 2021. So Lord, we give you this city. We thank you that we could be a part of it. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Thank you, George. Next written request to speak is Mr. Zeb Wellborn from the Chino Valley Chamber of Commerce. Zeb? Well?
Hello
yes.
there. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay, you're on the phone. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, excellent, good. Well, first off, I want to congratulate Mayor Pro Tem Tom Howley. He's been involved for much longer than I have, and I have so much respect for the time and for the City of Chino, for his role as a council member. And I know that he's been involved heavily, so I congratulate him. I think there's a stress. Now he's got a little bit of free time, finally got off. I would like to congratulate the new council members. Welcome, and I'm really excited
It's not coming
to
in.
on the and to make our business stronger overall. So I'm excited for both of you and the rest. It should be a fun going forward. One piece that I wanted to do today was a bit of an impact and farm for the past year. I met a business organization called Love Play, the City of Chino, which is right next to Flores and Coles. It's invested their life savings that started in January to start the job, spent their life in the building it up, and obviously they're down their time that they. So, because there's so few bits that they don't have they don't have the historical data to implement the federally funded bonds. So I kind of wanted to bring that in just to make sure they're aware. Another change we're working on is with another local is putting a coalition letters for small business. Yeah, I kind of get back here. So I guess I'll just end it. I don't want to from your meeting. But thank you so much. I just want to say to everybody, all you've done this year, and we'll go from there.
I apologize, Zeb, that we're having sound problems, but thank you for your sentiment to Mayor Pro Tem Howie.
Thanks, Zeb.
Next written request, Mr. Stubby Barr.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, Council. I just wanted to follow up. You did a fantastic job on the Winter Wonderland, but that was an amazing event. And I really want to make sure that we do a big shout out to Community Services for putting that together.
Yes.
It was absolutely fantastic. I didn't hear or see anything at all. There were no problems. PD did a fantastic job. At one time, we had an almost 3-mile long of cars. And everybody was happy. The kids loved it. I think it's something we might want to consider doing in the future. It was excellent, absolutely excellent. And I can't tell you how much work Community Services did on this. It was absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Stubby. Those are the only written requests to speak I have. Are there any other members of the public that would like to say anything this evening about anything that is not on the agenda? Okay, seeing none, then we'll move on to the consent calendar. Oh, also, I need to note for the record, one council member is absent, that's Mr. Rodriguez. Another council member, Mr. Mark Hargrove, is participating via telephone this evening. Okay, next item on the agenda is the consent calendar. Do any council members wish to have any items pulled? Okay, then I would entertain a motion.
Yeah, I was going to pull every item, but I decided not to.
Yeah, you would. Wrong.
Wrong.
Wrong. Okay, then we need to verbally.
I'll make the motion.
Okay, there's a motion from Mayor Pro Tem.
I'll second it.
Okay, and, okay, now who motioned?
Oh, Lucio
okay.
first.
Sorry about
then me.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a motion from Councilman Lucio, second from Mayor Pro Tem Howie. Roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Lucio,
Yes.
Councilmember Hargrove,
He was on. We're just having.
we'll come back to Councilmember Hargrove. Mayor Pro Tem Howie,
Yes.
Mayor Ulloa,
Yes.
Councilmember Hargrove,
Yes.
oh, thank you, Councilmember Hargrove.
Okay, item passes 4 yes and 1 absent. Next item on the agenda is under new business, item number 20, November 3rd, 2020 general municipal election. This is the results of the City of Chino general municipal election, which was consolidated with the statewide general election held on November 3rd, 2020. Staff report this evening will be provided by Angela Robles, our city clerk.
Good evening, Mayor, members of the City Council. The County of San Bernardino Registrar of Voters completed the official canvass and certification of results. The registrar provided the statement of votes that was included as an attachment to the staff report, and that provides the number of votes given at each precinct and the number of votes given in the city for each candidate for this election. Presented for your consideration tonight is resolution number 2020-077, declaring the results of the November 3rd, 2020 general municipal election and certifying the re-election of Eunice M. Ulloa as mayor, and election of Christopher Flores as Councilmember District 1 and Karen C. Comstock as Councilmember District 4. Approval of this resolution will meet the city's requirements to declare the results of the November 3rd, 2020 general municipal election and such other matters as provided by law. Mayor, members of the council, that concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I would entertain a motion and a second.
So moved.
Moved by Mayor Pro Tem Howie.
I'll second.
Second from Councilman Lucio. Roll call vote, please.
Mayor Pro Tem Howie,
Okay.
Just have to be a rebel, don't you?
My last
Okay.
meeting.
Councilmember Lucio,
Yes.
Councilmember Hargrove,
Yes.
Mayor Ulloa.
Yes. Item passes 4 yes, 1 absent. Okay, Tom, would you like to say a few words?
I would, thank you, Eunice. I'd love to say a few words. Thinking back when I first got on the city council, I had no idea what it would entail and how it would change my life. And I'm just thankful that I was able to serve. I think we made a lot of good decisions. We made a few that weren't that great, but we made a lot of good decisions, and it's really been a pleasure and an honor to serve the city. To be elected 5 times, it's pretty special, and I just want to thank the community. It's a great city to live in. I've loved living here for the last over 40 years and not leaving. So I want to thank everybody that's helped me, and thank my family. Obviously, my wife and kids have been so supportive in all the friendships that I've had with the city. And I want to say, lastly, I think Karen Comstock is going to do a phenomenal job as a council member, and I feel really good about the council continuing to do a great job for our city, because this is a great city to live in. So, with that, thank you and goodbye.
Okay. We also have some flowers that we're going to be sending home with Tom for Karen. His wife, it's amazing how much support you need from your family to do a good job on this council. There are stressful times, and it's very, very helpful to have the support of your family with you. So, okay, with that, we are going to have a very short recess while we get ready for the swearing-in ceremony and the changing. So probably maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and we'll be right back.
Good evening, thank you. We've returned from our recess, and tonight we have San Bernardino County District Attorney Jason Anderson with us, who will be conducting the swearing-in ceremony. First up is Mayor Eunice M. Ulloa.
Thank you very much.
Jason, I'd like to invite my family up.
Sure.
It's going to be a miracle if the 3-year-old is quiet during this.
You good? Okay. Raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Eunice M. Ulloa,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
without any mental reservation, that's a stickly one, or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
upon which I'm about to enter.
upon which I am about to enter.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. to introduce my family, my son Troy, his wife Erica, granddaughter Jade, my son-in-law Freddie, my daughter Nicole, her son Adrian, Troy and Erica's son Trent, nervous, Nikki and Freddie's daughter Cheyenne, and of course Damien, their other son. And my husband Bob. The most important. Yeah, you can take pictures.
Cute. Very nice.
Next up, we would like to invite Christopher Flores and his family.
You good? All right. Raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Christopher Flores,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
without any mental
reservation or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
upon which I'm about to enter.
upon which I'm about to answer.
Congratulations.
Well, I will take Mayor Eunice's lead, and I'd like to introduce my family. This is Anida, my sister Bethany, my son Angel. I'm sorry, my nephew Angel.
Oops. A little nervous.
This is my tia Shelly, my cousin Adrian. This is my grandma here. This is my brother Jason. I call him my little big brother. This is my sister Bianca. This is Isabella, my cousin Isabella. This is my tia Alma right behind me. This is my beautiful mother right here, Veronica. And this is my father Angel. And this is one of the favorites in the family here. But thank you guys for coming out, and I'm ready to get to work, City of Chino.
Thank you, thank you. That oath is so hard to say, that one part.
That's cute. That's great.
Next up, we'd like to invite Karen Comstock and her family.
Karen, I want to quickly say that I think it's rare enough that someone of your professionalism, acumen, and class would be able to come through the city of Chino and do what you've done thus far in your career. I've been fortunate enough to know you and work with you for 20 years, and coming up through this city as a police officer and ultimately as the chief, what you did for the community and for the department is just phenomenal. And it goes without saying. Everybody, I think, in this room knows what that means, what you've meant, and the dedication. And it's rare still that a community would be so fortunate to have you come back in this capacity. It speaks volumes of you, and it particularly speaks volumes of the people who voted for you. And to see a transition that happens tonight with the other members, to have you here, for me personally, it's a real honor to be here to swear you in. So thank you.
Thank you, Jason. It was equally an honor for you to come here tonight with our professional capacity in the past, and just thank you for being here tonight. And this makes the ceremony for me extra special to me and my family and the community. So thank you.
Thank you. I state your name.
I, Karen C. Comstock,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will defend and I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
upon which I'm about to enter.
upon which I'm about to enter.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. I'd like to introduce my family tonight. I have my partner, Donna Cox, here. Thank you, Donna, for supporting me through this. My sister-in-law, Nicole McGuffey. Nicole, we love you so much. My brother, Matthew McGuffey. My aunt, Marcia Kane. My uncle, Harold Kane. And my sister-in-law's mother, Janice Davis. We have some family members that couldn't be here tonight just because of the given set of circumstances, but they're with us in spirit. And just thank you for your support. And to the residents and business owners of Chino, I am humbled and grateful to be here tonight. I look forward to serving you in my new capacity, and I'm looking forward to getting to work. I just want to thank everybody here tonight, including God, and for your support. So looking forward to getting back in the chair and serving Chino to the best of my ability and capacity. So thank you.
Okay, before we move on the agenda, I would like to give our newest council members an opportunity to say a few words. Christopher, representing District 1, would you like to say anything before we get started?
How many?
You're on.
I think first and foremost, I would just like to say, without God, none of this is possible for me, for the city, for the residents. Second, I'd just like to thank my family, the support system I have, new family that I met this year. friends that I met this year, residents that I met this year, those who voted for me, those who didn't vote for me. You all made me excited. This is a new year. 2021 is going to be much better than 2020. I'm very excited with the new team that I have surrounded with me. I look forward to working with you, ladies and gentlemen. And this is an exciting time for the City of Chino. And we're ready to work. A lot of people keep asking me, am I excited? And I say, of course I'm excited, but this excitement only lasts a couple hours until it's really time to get to work, and that's what I'm here for. Again, thank you all for coming out. Thank you for the support for myself, for our new city council members. And I love you all.
Karen?
I'm very honored.
You have to push the little button on the screen toward the right. No.
Well, I guess my first call to order is to learn how to work the Granicus system. I'm very honored to be here tonight, and I just want to thank, there's a lot of people sitting here this evening that I've known throughout my entire career that have supported me in several different capacities. So just thank you for your support. It means the world to me, and it means the world to me that you're here tonight. To my family, I want to thank you for your support. You know, I couldn't do this without you, and you've always supported me in every endeavor I've aspired to, and I just thank you so much for that support. I want to tell the EMT and the council that I'm looking forward to working with you. As my mom would say, even though she's not here tonight, but she is watching from home, you know, now the celebrating ends and the hard work begins, and I am looking forward to getting to work hard for Chino. I want to thank my constituency of voters who voted for me, and as Councilman Flores just stated, you know, whether you voted for me or not, I intend to work hard for you. I intend to do my best to serve Chino and make good decisions in order to give the city good governing. I've said that the city has had the blessing of good governing for many years, and I look forward to being a part of that team in order to continue that and lead us into the future. We've got challenges ahead of us as a city, but together we will work through them and do our best in order to deliver effective, governing that has, with integrity. And again, I mentioned it briefly, but I'm a very spiritual person, and I just want to thank God, and I'm very, very humbled to be here tonight, and thank you all. Thank you, Mayor.
You're welcome. And I want to thank you all for coming out this evening. This is a very, very important election. We've been through a really hard 2020, but thankfully, we've had the support of our wonderful citizens, our fantastic staff, and God. I have to tell you, I've always felt that there's an umbrella of protection over this community, that our Lord protects us, and I still believe that very deeply in my heart. I've had the privilege of serving this community for a long, long time. 36 years. And I'm privileged to serve another 4, but it's only because that's where I'm supposed to be. I think the Lord does have his hand over our community. We've been blessed in so many ways. I'm excited about the upcoming 4 years. I'm excited about the new council. I think we're going to be able to accomplish some amazing things for our community. We have some very important decisions to make, and I think with our wonderful staff and our PD and the fire department and our very, very involved citizens, our community is going to stay strong. We're going to get through this. We will get through it. We'll be stronger when we come out of this COVID. Nothing keeps Chino down. We just don't give in to the things that are bad because we have him on our side. So I want to thank God. I want to thank my family. I want to thank Bob, my husband. That poor man, he has been through so much over these years. He's still grumpy as ever, which means he's doing well. and my family, the rest of my family who's always been supportive too. And I want to thank our current council and our future council. We've got some exciting work to do. And I want to thank all of you for being here this evening. Thank you very much. Okay, item number 21 on our agenda is selection of Mayor Pro Tem. This is going to be for a 2-year appointment, and I would like to nominate Councilman Lucio as Mayor Pro Tem. I would entertain a second.
I'll make a second, Mayor.
Thank you very much. Roll call vote, please.
Mayor Ulloa,
Yes.
Councilmember Comstock,
Yes.
Councilmember Flores,
Yes.
Councilmember Hargrove,
Yes.
Councilmember Lucio,
Do I vote on this or do I abstain?
You can vote.
Yes.
Can't vote no. Though. Okay, the item passes unanimously. Item number 22 are our council assignments. I don't think, do we need to vote on this actually, Angela? I guess we do.
Yes.
yes, Mayor.
I have queried council members and potential council members as to what they would like to be involved in the next coming couple of years, and our council committee assignments represent that. And so I would present that for a motion and a second for the committee assignments before you.
I'll make the motion.
Okay, Councilman Lucio, Mayor Pro Tem Lucio makes a motion.
I'll make the second, Mayor.
Okay, and there's a second from Councilmember Comstock. Roll call vote, please.
Mayor Pro Tem Lucio,
Yes.
Councilmember Comstock,
Yes.
Councilmember Flores,
Yes.
Councilmember Hargrove,
Yes.
Mayor Ulloa.
Yes, item passes unanimously. Next on the agenda is public hearing. Prior to a vote of the council, any member of the audience will have the opportunity to address the council on this item. Council requests, but it's not required that you state your name and address for the record should you choose to come up and make any remarks. Item number 23 is City of Chino user fees. This is to conduct a public hearing and adopt resolution number 2020-080, updating user fees for city-provided services effective January 1st, 2021. I'd like to declare the public hearing open and ask for a staff report from our billing manager, Nikki Love.
Good evening, Mayor and council members. Tonight, I bring before you the annual update and review of the city user fees. These fees are designed to recover the costs of providing city services. Staff has utilized the fiscal year 2021 adopted budget to establish the city's user fees. Fees change year to year based on numerous factors, including who performs these services, time spent on performing the service, and changes to the adopted budget. Several of the development services fees are changing due to an increase in the amount of time being spent on these functions. Effective January 1st, 2021, the overall increase in the user fees will be about 10.6%, not including new fees. The percentage increase shown is not reflective or indicative of a measurement of the existing fees. However, it represents how far below we were in cost recovery. Staff has performed a review of the surrounding cities and determined that Chino's fees, even with the proposed increases, are still less than the surrounding cities for almost all the services offered. There are 4 new fees being added and 1 being removed as no longer needed. The fees being added are as follows: a fee for the review of applications to extend the time for completion of all conditions of approval, a fee for reviewing a request to modify a condition of approval, a fee for reviewing a request for encroachment permit extensions, and a fee for a backflow device penalty for property owners who do not follow proper testing requirements. The fee being removed will be for police photo, video, audio duplication requests. The community services fee schedule, including subsidy levels, was approved by the Community Services Commissions on November 23rd, 2020. Detailed schedules for all user fees are included in the staff report for your review. It is staff's recommendation that you conduct a public hearing and adopt the resolution 2020-080 establishing user fees for city-provided services. That concludes my report, and I am available for any questions you may have.
Thank you very much, Nikki. Do any council members have any questions? No? Okay. Are there any members of the public that have any questions on this item? Okay, seeing none, then we will close the public hearing, and I'll entertain a motion in a second.
I'll make the motion.
Motion from Mayor Pro Tem Lucio,
I'll make the second.
second from Councilmember Comstock. Roll call vote, please.
Mayor Pro Tem Lucio,
Yes.
Councilmember Comstock,
Yes.
Councilmember Flores,
Yes.
Councilmember Hargrove,
Yes.
Mayor Ulloa.
Yes. Item passes unanimously. Next item on the agenda is item number 24, annexation to the Landscape and Lighting District 2002-1, Zone 83, for site approval PL 16-0772, Farmer Boys. Approve resolution number 2020-076, ordering the annexation of site approval PL 16-0772 into the Landscape and Lighting District number 2002-1. This is annexation zone number 83, with Havadija Holdings Incorporated, also known as Farmer Boys, for the project located at the southwest corner of Euclid and Kimball Avenues. I'd like to declare the public hearing open and ask for a staff report from our city engineer, Chris Magdoscu.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, City Council and Mayor. And again, congratulations to the new council members and appointment back to Mayor Eunice.
Thank you.
As you know, and this is.
Whoa. That was weird. What did you do, Chris?
That's all, Jack.
Jack, what did you do? Chris, maybe you can come down and use the lectern.
Yep.
Should be okay now?
I feel like I'm in my 1980s homecoming dance.
1980s homecoming?
Getting older. Next year's a big year. Okay. Starting over. Again, Chris Magdoscu, City Engineer. Tonight before you is a formality. I have a diagram on the screen. It's also on your screens in front of you. Why are we here tonight? Typically, streetlights are not wanting to be funded by the city. We'd like to have the developer fund that through the landscape maintenance district. So there will be 2 new lights constructed on Kimball Avenue and 1 on Euclid Avenue for the Farmer Boys project, as you described. What brought us here tonight was in 2018, a planning commission meeting approved the project, including a Farmer Boys and a multi-tenant building. Over the last 2 years, they've been in plan check, permitting with Caltrans, and they've gotten to the point where they're going to begin construction soon. And this is usually brought to you about the time they're ready to go into construction. Back in October, you approved a resolution, 2020-064, ordering the preparation of an engineer's report to start the 2-part annexation process. This is the second part of that, which is the public hearing tonight. It is estimated that the developer will be paying $677 per year for the streetlights. They'll be adjusted accordingly based on CPI and other actual costs. With that, staff recommends approving resolution number 2020-076, ordering the annexation of PL 16-0772 into LLMD District 2002-1, annexation zone number 83. That concludes my staff report. I'm prepared to take any questions.
Thank you, Chris. Any questions of Chris this evening? Okay, seeing none, are there any members of the public that would like to ask any questions? Okay, seeing none, we will close the public hearing, and I will entertain a motion in a second.
I'll make the motion.
Motion from Mayor Pro Tem Lucio,
I'll second the motion.
second from Council Member,
Flores.
that kid, Flores. Roll call vote, please.
Mayor Pro Tem Lucio,
Yes.
Councilmember Flores,
Yes.
Councilmember Comstock,
Yes.
Councilmember Hargrove, is he muted?
Yes.
Thank you. Mayor Yoloa.
Yes. Okay, that item passes unanimously. We're moving closed session to the end of the agenda. Next are council and mayor reports. I'm going to forego a lot of the items that I attended these past 2 weeks, but I do want to make a comment about our drive-through Christmas Wonderland. It did turn out really nice. People were genuinely happy. I'm glad that we were able to hold that, and I know staff worked very, very hard to make sure that that was successful. And I want to thank all those that participated, the ones that came out and decorated floats and easy ups and the various things that were brought. It was a very wonderful night. It was cold, I have to tell you. It was a bit nippy, but it was really fun. And community services, Linda, your folks did such a fantastic job. And the police were there with the motorcycles. They were around, and just everybody was happy. It was just such a wonderful event. So thank you all for participating. Mayor Pro Tem Lucio.
I'd like to, we'll leave out some of the things that I attended, but I did attend the drive-through Christmas parade that we had. And I will have to say, I'm not exactly sure how much time you guys took to put that together, but it really turned out really, really good. And I'm really, my hat's off to Linda and her staff. It was an amazing event. I could have swore it was more than 700 cars. I mean, it seemed like we were out there for a long, long time. And it kept going and going and going. And people were excited, and that, and really that made the event, because I think you have people that don't have anything to do, and this gave people things to do. And in a time where everything seems so grim, you guys provided a light that people could go to. I want to thank my wife for being out there with me. She was really, really cold, but she kept opening up that bag, and you guys had a lot of goodies in there that she kept finding more and more. So thank you for the hand warmers and the gloves. She really appreciated that. I want to just say congratulations to the two new council members and to the mayor for getting reelected. I look forward to working with all of you. I'm excited. I think obviously we have some new blood, so it seems like we're going to hit the road running. So I look forward to it. I want to thank everybody for whether you voted for them or not, but just thank you for participating in the event. It's important to get out there and voice your opinions. Also, I want to tell everybody Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We'll see you guys next year, and God bless you all, and may you spend the holidays at least with your families. And that's all I have.
Okay. Councilmember Comstock.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to also wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, or however you celebrate this holiday season. I hope you do it with joy and happiness and peace. I'd like to extend, we had a really tragic car accident on Central Avenue just last night, and that's affected a lot of families here in Chino, and including taking the life of a very young person here. So I would like to ask everybody to keep those people in their thoughts and prayers during this difficult time, especially during the holidays. It's going to be difficult for them. And I'd also like to thank Dr. Reich and her team for delivering the joy of Christmas to the city of Chino at the parade here. As you know, the Community Services Department always just does a phenomenal job, and that's one of the reasons also I'm looking forward to being back here on the council. Is one of the greatest things that powers Chino is the employees that work here every day. And we have a great team, not just a great staff and EMT, but the employees here at Chino. And in addition to that, the people that live in Chino. And I know some people that have been impacted by this traffic collision, and they're getting a lot of phone calls and a lot of support. So I look forward to getting to work, and I look forward to the new year. And thank you, Councilman Lucille and Councilman Hargrove, and congratulations, Councilman Flores, and to you as well, Mayor. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Councilmember Flores.
I attended the Halloween drive-through event, and I asked myself, man, how could our community service department, outdo themselves this time? And you guys truly did. And again, Dr. Reich, I'd like to tip my hat off to you and your staff as well. I had an awesome time at the event. I'd like to give my condolences to the family members who, experienced the tragedy that happened here on Central Avenue last night. I too can't imagine what, that experience is like, but the city of Chino is behind you. And thank you, Councilmember Lucio, Councilmember Comstock, congratulations to you as well. Mayor Eunice, congratulations to you as well. I look forward to working with you, with you fine people. And again, to the residents of Chino, thank you for coming out tonight. And that concludes my report.
Okay, Councilmember Hargrove.
Yeah, thanks, Mayor. First, I want to just congratulate the two, or I should say three elected winners, Councilman Flores, Comstock, and the Mayor. Congratulations. You have a hell of a learning curve. You know that. 2 years on it, I'm ready to give it, another 2 years, but I don't know about that. Anyways, yeah, I didn't get a chance to go to the spectacular, but I know people that did enjoyed it very much and had a great time. And there's no lower expectation than our Chino Community Service can do. I mean, they're just top notch. That concludes my report, Mayor.
Thank you, Councilman Hargrove. Mr. Ballantyne, any city managers report this evening?
Thank you, Mayor. On behalf of all of our employees with the City of Chino, we want to congratulate the mayor and Councilmember Comstock and Councilmember Flores on running a successful election, and we really look forward to working with all of you. So thank you. Congratulations.
You're welcome. City Attorney Galante, anything this evening?
Thank you, Mayor. I would just echo those congratulatory statements to you, the mayor, and our two new council members, and I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Thank you.
Thank you. Chief Simmons.
Thank you, Mayor. And as has been mentioned tonight, this has been an extremely challenging year for our residents, for our businesses, and also for our police officers. But in the midst of that challenge, I couldn't be more proud of them. And as Councilmember Comstock mentioned, referenced our traffic collision last night, and extremely tragic that we lost a life in that. But if it hadn't been for the heroic actions of our police officers, we would have lost 3 lives last night. And I'm just so proud of the men and women of the Chino Police Department for the work they've done. And I'm confident that 2020 is going to be a much better year. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And we have Deputy Fire Chief Nathan Cook calling in.
Good evening, Mayor. The council, can you hear me okay?
It's not real clear. We seem to be having some problems this evening.
Indeed, so I'll skip my comments and have a good holiday. Congratulations to everyone.
Thank you very much, Nathan. It's too bad that our sound system isn't working properly, but I too want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. And the accident that happened last night was truly tragic. Please, please, please don't drive impaired. If you're partaking in anything, whether it's drinking, drugs, whatever it is, these kids were involved in also, please don't drive. It's not worth it. Use a designated driver if you're doing something that you shouldn't. You take a chance of not only losing your own life, but killing someone that you love or someone innocent. We've had enough tragedy this year. We don't need more. So please take care of each other. I wish you all a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Take care of each other. Love each other, because you just don't know how much time we have left. And with that, we are going to recess into closed session, and then after that, we will be adjourning. I'd like to ask our Attorney Galante to read the items going into closed session.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, members of the council and audience. The City Council will recess now to into closed session to discuss the sole item on the closed session agenda, namely conference with legal counsel, existing litigation, the matter entitled Monte Vista Water District and City of Chino versus the Dow Chemical Company and additional parties. That concludes the announcement of the closed session item.
Okay, and prior to recessing, I would like to know if there's anyone in the audience that would like to make any comment concerning our closed session item. Okay, seeing none, we will be going into closed session, and then we will be coming out when we're finished. I don't think it'll take too long, maybe 10 or 15 minutes at the most. Attorney will provide us a report out of closed session.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, members of the council and audience. The City Council convened in closed session to discuss the case previously announced, namely conference with legal counsel, existing litigation, the matter of Monte Vista Water District and City of Chino v. Dow Chemical Company and additional parties, with Attorney Todd Robbins of Robbins Borgay Law Firm on participating telephonically. City Council received an update to the status of that litigation, provided direction, and no further reportable action was taken. That concludes the report out of closed session, Madam Mayor.
Okay, thank you very much. And with that, we are adjourned to our regular meeting that will be held on January 5th, 2021 at 7 o'clock, with closed session at 6 if necessary. The meeting will be held in these council chambers. With that, we are adjourned.